Hello and welcome to another episode of Under the Radar. Today's video focuses on a prequel to the classic puzzle platformer Solomon's Key. Solomon's Key had you controlling the wizard Dana in a quest to restore the world to light from demons that were accidentally released by traversing through 50 rooms of constellation space, collecting a key to a door which leads you to the next room before the timer runs out. You could jump, create blocks, and shoot fireballs at your enemies. The game is recognized as one of the hardest titles for the NES, but also saw releases on other platforms. Solomon's Key was popular enough to warrant a spin-off/sequel called Monster Rancher Explorer on the Game Boy Color. Fire and Ice, also known as Solomon's Key 2 in Europe, features a younger Dana being summoned to Coolmint Island by the Queen of Fairies. She grants him ice powers to stop the wicked wizard Druidle from melting the Winter Fairy's home with his flame monsters. The game is told from the perspective of a grandmother reading the story to her grandchildren. The graphics and audio are much improved compared to the original, and the gameplay is reminiscent but different enough to be a unique experience. It features 100 levels, with an additional 50 which can be unlocked after beating the game along with an additional sound test. Dana can no longer jump, but instead climbs up one block at a time. He can also go through pipes to reach different sections of the later levels. To complete each area on the world map, you have to fight a boss battle of sorts, taking on Druidle's minions. The gameplay is addicting and easy to follow, with a relatively smooth learning curve, although it borders on frustrating later on. Fire and Ice even has a level editor, which is a rare sight in NES games. I know that Excitebike featured one, but it's still an impressive addition for an 8-bit title. On a negative note, only the Japanese version allowed you to save your creations, and it takes quite a while to beat this game in one sitting. There are passwords, thankfully, but in retro fashion they are on the long side, so you should probably have a pen and paper handy to write them down. I came across Fire and Ice at a Blockbuster when I was a kid. Younger gamers will never understand what it was like to stare at each game and only have the information on the box to determine if something is worth the rental. It only received a limited release, but has since developed a small cult following, even being ported to the ZX Spectrum in 2003 by Russian developers. But good luck finding a copy in the wild, as it costs around $150 on eBay for a used cartridge. If you're a fan of puzzle games or want a challenging and satisfying old-school experience, I definitely recommend playing it if you have the means to do so. So have any of you played Fire and Ice before? Do you have any suggestions for the next game that I should feature? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.